Start with the identification tag on the side. Here you'll find the manufacturer, date it was manufactured, your VIN number, gross weight, tire sizes and pressures, tire chart up above that, and then in the yellow you have your cargo weights and your VIN number. Up front, your breakaway, one thing to note with your breakaway is if your battery's connected and the key does get pulled out, it will activate your brakes. If it's been left, if it's left like that for an extended period of time, it can do damage to your brakes and it will drain your battery. So just kind of keep an eye, make sure that stays in. No battery in this unit right now. We're going to be switching them out, but that's where your battery will be. And there is a disconnect on this, and I'll show it to you when we get there. Landing gear up and down. Pigtail, or there's a pigtail inside for this. This is for your solar panel if you ever want to put a solar panel on. Two 30-pound propane tanks on this unit. This side has the selector up top there. There's a little arrow on there. It points to which tank's going to be supplying. Here you'll see there's a light switch. This is for your cap lights. Battery disconnect here. Up top here is your coax cable. So this is your input. They're labeled where they go. Water management. Just kind of follow the labels here for when you want to fill your tank up. You're going to put your valves like that. Hook up your garden hose into the city water connect and turn it on. It'll fill your tank. After you're done filling your tank, you're going to want to go to system in use. So you'll switch it back over like that, and then you turn your pump on and you're good to go. You'll pump your water. If you want to do city water, both of them up and down, and again into the city water connect, you're good. And winterization, same as city water connect, except you pull this cap off, and over by your short cord there's a winterization hose. It just screws on there. Put that hose in your antifreeze jug, turn the pump on, and you can suck your antifreeze through your system. You have an outside shower with hot and cold. This is your black tank flush. If you're going to be using your black tank flush, make sure that your black tank valve is open. And right there, you'll see that there's two gray tanks in black. So just make sure that your black tank is open if you're using that. Plug for your short cord, 50 amp. Intake and exhaust for your furnace. Hot water heater. These are propane and 110 electric. All the controls are on the inside. It's all automatic. The only thing you really need to know back here is your plug that goes into the drain here, and that's very important for your winterization. Make sure it's drained, or else you have a cracked tank in the spring. The plug is for your fresh water drain, and it is underneath, right above your rear axle. Right there, the blue hose coming down there. That's where your drain is for your fresh water. On your slide, you have two vents on top of each other. That's for your fridge. All the controls are on the inside, so you don't need to go in there. Exhaust vent for your range above your stove. The back, you have electric stabilizers for the rear. The stabilizers aren't meant for lifting the unit, just for stabilizing it, so you can't, if you try to put too much pressure on there, they'll end up bending, wrecking. So when you level, after you level it, just kind of to bring them down, put some pressure on there so your trailer don't rock. That's all you can do with them. Now your spare tire under there. I'll show you where the crank is for that. There is a mount for a rear view camera. These are pre-wired for it, so if that's something that you'd be interested later on, they're super easy to hook up. Receiver, bumper, ladder at the back. I do recommend, if you, especially after some storm, or inspect your roof, just make sure you don't have any cracked vents. If you have some hail or something. Underneath your slide, you'll see there's 2 arms, cylinder deal. Just kind of make sure everything stays clean. As long as everything's clean, everything should work for you. There is your crank for your spare tire, and you'll also have, you can manually crank your stabilizers at the back too, and there'll be a crank in the front compartment there. You got a propane quick connect valve there. Outside kitchen here. This strap actually goes, there's a strap here. There's a little eyelet on the door up there, because it is super high, so it's pretty high to try to pull down, so that's where that goes. You have a TV mount in here, coax cable, and 110 outlet. Your grill, and then on your grill the propane line is already hooked up, and you just pull it out, and then it just hooks up into that valve there I showed you. Mini fridge, and there's a table that pulls out. On your wheels, the center caps do pop off. There's grease nipples behind, so you can grease your bearings. Not a bad idea to do. If you are using, if you are putting lots of miles on, I do recommend getting them repacked, once a year, once every 2 years. If you're not putting on major miles, I mean, just a grease drop once or twice a year would be good. Your entrance door, electric awning, 110 outlet. So here's your short cord. There's a spare sewer adapter. This is your winterization hose here. There. You have a 50 to 30 adapter. And there is a 20-foot sewer hose kit here. The crank there, that's for your spare tire and your jacks. And you got coax cable and power outlet here if you want to hook up a TV outside here. Your other 30-pound propane bottle, and some outside speakers. So I think that is it for the outside. We'll head in.